We're in the lobby of the Trump National Golf Club here in Palos Verdes talking to Joey Lewis. Joey, good morning to you. Tell me what your title is and what you do here.
I'm the head golf professional for Trump National Golf Club and also responsible for all the tournaments that come through.
What about some of the holes that we're about to see? Give me a little bit of background on yourself. Are you a golf fanatic?
Gosh, golf fanatics, I think, might be an understatement.
Oh, really?
Grown up playing the game all my life, so definitely a golf fanatic. The golf holes that we're going to visit today are a true representation of ocean golf and just how beautiful that it can really be out here. We're going to go over some of the holes that really come close to the ocean, so it really kind of gives you a really great feeling when you're out here and just relaxation when you're out playing golf. And I think that's all part of it. Not only is it relaxing, but it's also very fun.
I think you really took the next question out of my mouth, which was there obviously are some things that set this course apart from any other course, and probably what you just said are the reasons that why this course is different and special.
Yeah, and I'd like to think so also. You know, it's our proximity to the ocean it makes it really, really, really great for the golfers and all of our customers that come through. You know, I feel that I'm certainly privileged to be here and certainly hope that everybody enjoys it as much as we do here at the club during their time.
Okay, we have a trusty steed, I gather, waiting for us, so let's go out to the course, right?
Let's go.
Well, this is a really gorgeous Southern California Chamber of Commerce day, and we're standing on an incredible hole here with a wonderful, marvelous backdrop. Tell us what this hole is and why you like it so much.
This is the 17th hole. It's par 3. Makes for a nice, challenging finish to your round of golf here at Trump National Golf Club.
When you say it provides a challenging finish, why is that?
Well, it always plays relatively into the prevailing wind, so the wind is always blowing from the north. And it's always, it makes it fairly challenging knowing that it's a little bit distance too. I mean, you have to hit it pretty good ways in order to get it to the green, and then once you're there, the challenges continue. Pete Dye is the original designer of the course and then later enhanced by Mr. Trump, but one of his key elements in his golf course designs are green complexes. So the green is very challenging. So the first part of the challenge is getting there. The next part of the challenging is finishing it and making it in the hole. So it's a great hole to finish on, and really keeps your game together throughout the round. So it's good.
So when you say it's a great hole to finish on, does that mean by this point in the game many players are sort of, I don't know, exhausted?
Well, you know, the course is surrounded by lots of hazards, of course, but you know, this one it continues that challenge and keeps you kind of in tune with what you need to do to come through. And you know, certainly par 3s are challenging for a lot of individuals, and this one is certainly one that matches up well with those challenges.
Not being a golfer at all, you say challenges. Is that one of the things that makes a really good course, I don't know, appealing, interesting, the challenges?
Absolutely. I think all of us as golfers really, you know, want to be challenged in some way. I think if it's too easy, you know, we'd find a way to kind of, you know, figure out something else to do with our time. But you know, if it's challenging yet rewarding, I think that's kind of the key. Here, you are rewarded for your great shots, but although getting there is certainly challenging.
And I'm sure, looking in the background there at that marvelous waterfall, that is probably, well, it's one of the challenges, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You hit it a little too far, you're going to be in the water and you're going to be swimming. So it's going to be certainly challenging.
You talked just now about the challenges of the course. I see this green in front of us here is sort of up and down, and I've always associated greens as being very flat and not that way. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, and I mentioned previously about greens complexes, and it's one of the great things about our golf course. It's not terribly long, but you know, those shots are significantly rewarded when you are close to the hole. When you're not close to the hole, you're faced with a very challenging putt, and it just gives a different type of character to the golf course versus traditionally more or less undulated greens.
I suppose it's my British sense of humor, but I can see some guy or woman hitting a ball and saying, "Wow, I'm on the green," and then when you get up here, you say, "Wow, I didn't realize it wasn't flat."
Yeah, and you know, it's part of Pete Dye, and it's kind of why you love him, and it's as previously stated as well. It keeps you on your toes. You think you hit a wonderful shot, but the challenge continues.
We're standing in another absolutely gorgeous location on this course, and it's a circular little patch of green. And I'm wondering, where do they hit the ball from here?
Oh, well, they hit it just over my left shoulder, actually. They're going to go to the right of the flagstick, more to the right of all those bunkers that you see over there. Kind of sets up a nice risk and reward scenario where if you're a long ball hitter, feel free to hit that driver, hope to get up and down for bogey, but certainly, if you happen to go a little bit left or catch yourself in a funky situation, you could certainly make bogey or worse.
You keep talking about risk and reward. Obviously, I know what those two words mean, but tell our viewers, risk and reward, what is that? What is the reward and what is the risk?
Well, the risk is taking the chance of hitting driver. Now, of course, the closer you are to the hole, the more chances you have of holing out, or getting up and down in the least amount of strokes possible, which is the name of the game. However, that's the reward, but if you hit that driver, it is very difficult to hit and very difficult to control. So you could definitely hit it out of play or put yourself in a situation that's totally unfavorable.
I guess not being a golfer, but I guess standing on this hole here, the risk is that you're going to hit it into this green stuff here and not get anywhere near the hole over there.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. There's a little ravine that cuts this hole in half also that you need to be wary of too, so you need to fly at a certain distance.
So there are probably a lot of golf balls hidden in all that stuff though, right?
Everywhere.
This is another absolutely awesome part of the course. When you're standing here playing golf, the idea is to hit the ball from here to where?
Well, all the way up there. If you can see it, it's just in front of the waterfall and just over another. This green on this par 4 is well protected. There's water on all three sides, and we like.
There's water on all three sides?
3 sides, yeah. On the front, the left side, and over the back of the green, there's water. And it's great to get the round off to the right foot. So we figured we'd just throw a nice waterfall on one, and it's great feature that we have too is a tunnel that you can drive underneath on the right-hand side to get to the second tee. So
a tunnel on a golf course?
A tunnel on a golf course. Yes.
I guess the other thing, looking at this course and not being a golfer, it looks to me like right up there, the grass or the land slopes downward. So I assume you have to hit it really hard so you don't sort of get halfway there and then you say, oh my goodness, the ball is rolling backwards.
Yeah, uphill, it definitely plays a little bit longer. So you do need to hit it a little bit further in order to get closer to the hole to give yourself a better chance at making par.
I also see right in front of us here, there's a lot of what in England is called gorse, but there's a lot of sort of bushes. And I'm assuming, if you're what do they call them, a golf duffer? if you're a golf duffer, you can hit the ball and, lose it right there.
You can. And my advice to the golf duffers is to grab a fairway wood to help you get it up there and make it a little easier for you to hit and get it up in the fairway to give yourself a chance.
You just mentioned a wood, and for people watching who are not quite sure about golf, me included, just give me a very brief description. You say wood, there's a whole mass of different clubs that one can use. There
is, yes. And beginning with the driver, of course, which goes the furthest distance, and then downward from there would be the 3-wood and a 5-wood traditionally. In new age game today, 5-woods and long irons are now replaced with what they call hybrids. So it's kind of a mixture between a fairway wood and an iron. And then the irons continue on downward from there.
When I see this, it presents to me a sort of really wow factor.
You're exactly right. You hit it right on the head. That's exactly what we tried to do when creating this hole. Rather, Mr. Trump tried to do when creating this hole. He wanted that wow factor, and everybody, when they come to the LA property, to be absolutely wowed. And he certainly was successful in that.
Joey has driven us around the course in this wonderful-looking machine here, a buggy, I guess they call them, or whatever, golf cart. And obviously, when people come to play here, they can also ride around in a personal cart like this?
Yes, they can, yes. We are a carts-only facility here at the club. So we have it's a little bit different than the one we're currently in. We're in kind of a modified cart at the moment. But each golf cart, you can have two people per cart. And each cart has a cooler on there, complete with 2 bottles of water.
A cooler?
A cooler.
Whoa.
And it's also GPS equipped.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it'll give you the yardage to all the hazards on the course and also all the pin placements throughout the day.
You've mentioned, as we've driven around here, water, and I see, I see a lake in front of us.
That you do, that you do. We're on the par 4 ninth right now, and this is your approach shot from the fairway. It's the #1 handicap hole on the golf course, and continues on that theme with challenging.
I love the word handicap when you see that lake. The other thing that I want to share with our viewers, you know, when I go around a golf course and I look at these, I guess, traps, I usually see them as sand, but these are all white. Is that a unique Trump sort of whatever?
It is unique. We like to have that clear, distinct, and clean look here. So the pure white bunkers, I think, is a trademark of the facility, and certainly makes it look spectacular with the dark color greens of the turf and the pure white bunkers. Looks great.
The other thing for viewers who may wonder when they come here, just give me an average time to go round. I mean, obviously, depending on whether you're a duffer or a pro golfer, give me a time factor of how long it takes to go round.
Certainly. We hold a pace of play of about 4 hours and 30 minutes. We like to think that when everybody comes to the club, they like to kind of take in all aspects of being here. So the customer service, the beautiful ocean vistas that we have in the background, and people like to take photographs and really take their time. So we encourage that, and a 4 hour and 30 minute pace is right on board.
This is a great time for me to say to you, tell our viewers what your phone number is for more information, and of course your website.
Absolutely. You can reach us here at Trump National Golf Club Los Angeles at 310-265-5000, and also at our website. You visit www.trumpgolf.com, where you can view the entire Trump portfolio and then ultimately select the LA location.
Tell me, again, I view this as truly an incredible course, but you're a golf professional. Would you say, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but would you say this is exceptional?
Absolutely, yeah. I've played a lot of places and been to a lot of golf courses. And, you know, I can honestly say that this is one of the most beautiful golf courses in the entire state of California.
And also very challenging from what I've seen.
It is challenging, yes, it's very challenging. Mostly beautiful, though. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Its location, its ocean views, it's remarkable.
So when you've played this course, you can honestly say, wow, I did the Trump National Golf Club course in Palos Verdes, and I really achieved something by playing that course.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And hopefully, you know, that paired with that is, you know, that you had a wonderful experience and the service and everything was exceptional.
I'd rather you say this than me, but to golfers watching, come on down.
Yeah, come and visit anytime.
Well, you've seen what a fabulous place the Trump Golf Course is, and my only suggestion to you is to come on down and enjoy it yourself. Until next time, this is John Clayton saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the Trump Golf Course. And I guess the best way to end this show is by saying, for